welcome back my friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back new friends and new viewers. So if you're new to this and you don't know what's going on, today is my Chit Chat Fridays. Basically, I chit chat here for about 20 to 30 minutes. I conversate with my viewers, my friends, and then you give me feedback in the comment section down below, because I do interact with comments with you guys here, and you know that the ones that watch me fearless and watch my Dollar Tree hauls and my unboxings and my vlogs and stuff like that, you know who you are. Thank you for commenting. I really enjoy conversating with you girls and getting to know you as you get to know me through my videos. So with that said, let's get into the topic that I wanted to talk about. I think I mentioned it yesterday at my Dollar Tree haul. If you guys haven't catched that video, I'll link it up here somewhere. So you know, my icon here. So I don't want to bash any parents. I just want to get my opinion out, and maybe you guys can opinionate down in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. Now, for most of you that don't know, me and my hubby, we've been together for a long time. He has 3 kids from a previous relationship. So he has 1 boy and a twins. So the twins are boys and girls. So he has 1 girl. I don't have no girl. I have 2 boys with him. So it's a total of 5 children that he has. But what gets me really irky sometimes is how he treats his other 3 kids compared to the kids that he have with me. That's what irks me the most, the way he parents. Yes, I understand that he doesn't get to see them a lot. I understand that. But 2, they know who their dad is. We have seen them. Sorry for the fly. I don't know. The fly likes my perfume. And it's not like they don't know him. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that don't even know who their father are, or the father comes into their life and never sees them ever again. And mind you, they are older. 1 is 17 and the twins are 16. So they could travel if they wanted to see their dad. And I'll tell you why I say that. Because I come not from like a broken home, but that's what people want to consider it. But mom and dad divorced when I was 9 years old. And he had visitation rights. My mom would drop me off until I was about, I say 13. Once I hit a teenage life, and my brother was a little teenager too, like older, like he was like 16, I think, yeah, 16, 17 or something like that, a little older than me. I traveled with him, and we traveled to see our father, because he was older and he can maintain us. So it was me, my older brother, and my younger brother, because my father has 3 kids. My mom has 4. She had 1, you know, from a previous relationship, and then 3 from my father. So I'm the only girl. so I don't have no sisters. Hence, that's why I act very tomboyish, if most of you haven't noticed. But yeah. But getting back to the subject, it's an argument that I go with my husband all the time of how he treats his kids. And the main subject is splurging. Or not splurging, but spoiling your child. You know, there's a way of spoiling your child that doesn't mess up your child in the future. And a lot of parents, we're not perfect. We're not perfect. There's no menu to tell us how to raise our kids. Oh, you have to do this. There's no menu. So we're basically going in blindfolded. Don't know what to expect. Even though I had raised my niece, the one you see sometimes in my vlogs, I raised her. And I was only 11 years old, mind you. Most people don't know that. I was 11 years old. I was changing diapers, giving her bottles, giving her baby food, taking her outside. I basically learned how to be a mom because of my niece. You understand? And then my brother had another kid, and he had a boy. And every time my brother had a kid, it's like I kind of took the handle of the child because I wanted to learn new things. And then once I became a mama myself, I was enjoying motherhood. Yes, there was times that I would be tired and exhausted, but if I didn't want to be a mother, then I should have never opened my legs. Just saying. I know it's crazy to say that. But getting back to the spoiled issue here. How some parents, they say, oh, you are so expensive. Oh, I spent all my money on you. Oh, you decided to have that child. I'm just saying, if you didn't want to have a child, you didn't have to spend all that money. Now, getting back to that topic, you don't have to spend all that money. You don't. You don't have to buy Jordans. You don't have to buy those Nike sneakers. And you know what's funny? I think Jordans and KD sneakers and LeBron James sneakers, those three, are like the main top high sneakers right now that I know that cost over $200. What? Do you know what I can do with $200, $300, $400, $500? I could buy a whole wardrobe. That pays my rent. You think I'm going to stand online and argue with somebody or start fighting with somebody because they skipped me or whatever the case is just because of a pair of sneakers? Nah, sweetie. And then to top it off, I feel like these children need to earn it. And when I mean need to earn it, do some chores in the house when they get old enough. Get good grades. Be respectful. The same way you go and you go to work 9 to 5, if that's what you do. I do YouTube. My husband is a sprinkler, what do you call it? Sprinkler installer. He does a sprinkler system in buildings and stuff like that. As much as we work, we earn that because we put the time and effort in it. So why not teach that to our children? They need to learn how to work for what they want. I know they're children, don't get me wrong, they're children. But you gotta understand, when you spoil a child, what happens is they think mommy and daddy's always gonna have them. Mommy, daddy's always gonna buy for them. Mommy, daddy this. No. Because then at the end of the day, when you tell them, oh, go get a job, they'll look at you like, why? You got me. You buy for me. You create a monster. Because of the simple fact they depended on you so much, and because you gave it to them without them earning it in a special way, they become lazy. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's for all kids, but for me, my experience on certain kids that I've been around, yeah. And that's why I'm talking about it. And you might be like, oh, but you have kids. You don't spoil your kids? No, I don't. And if they were here, they would tell you. They would tell you. My oldest right now is asking me for a tablet and a phone. You think they got it? Why? Because disrespectful. He's getting the good grades, but now he has to tweak on being very respectful to me and to the older people here, to the elders, and just respect people in general. You know what I'm saying? He gives you lip sometimes or attitude. Yeah, and he's 13. So he's at that age, girls, that he's testing. And I keep telling him, keep testing me. You're going to see the back of my hand real soon. Honest truth. Because I don't tolerate disrespectful kids. And they're my kids to top off. So, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. I don't care what your brothers and sister does to their mother, because those are not my kids. But you and your brother are going to respect me, because I did push you out. I did give birth to you. And this is like an argument I always have with them. And now the 10-year-old is testing me. Yes, he is. He's trying me. He's at that pre-teen stage, 10, 11, 12. Just to think about it, in 2 years, he'll be 13 because he will be 11 in December. So mind you, 2 more years and I'll have another teen in my hand. But these kids can test you. Girl, child, they can test you and like seriously, whoo, you just want to be like, pow, yeah, you want to talk back, But there's times, you got to hold yourself and just be like, I talk to them. I try to talk to them, trying to explain to them about life, because I tell them, life is not about what you're going to receive. You have to work for it, Things are not going to be handed to you. I'm sorry, sweetie. The reality is, you do have to work for what you want. And I live a positive life. Trust me, believe me, I've been living such a positive life that things have been working out for me in ways that you don't know. Like I tell a lot of people, I'm grateful that I'm still alive because I can tell you stories of times where I shouldn't even be alive to this day. I'll tell you that. I should not be here standing or sitting talking to anybody on YouTube, you know? And every day I'm blessed to be alive. And every day I'm blessed to I can see, hear, taste, smell, feel. Because there's some people that can't even feel. And that is a true fact. There's people that you can put hot stuff on their in their body and they don't feel. They don't feel pain. I'd rather feel pain. I'm sorry because I want to be human. I mean, I don't know if that makes them less of a human, but I'm glad I could feel some pain, you know, because at least I feel like I'm complete. I'm happy. I got a roof over my head, even if it's not the best, but I have something to cover me from the snow, rain, cold, heat. You know, these are things that people take for granted, and children sometimes do too. I fight with them all the time. Here goes another parenting thing. I make dinner for them. Oh, I don't want to eat that. Really? Really? Unappreciative kids. Because I guarantee you there's a kid in the streets right now that will eat that and won't even think twice if it's disgusting or not. It's because they haven't eaten in days. And I tell them, you have to count your blessings. We might be in a situation you feel like oh, it could be better. Of course, it could be better. But be grateful that you have a bed to sleep at night, a bathroom to do your duties, shower, use it, brush your teeth, a kitchen full of food, maybe not good food that you don't want to eat, but it's food still, heat, a fan. There's things that people take for granted every single day. And that's why when I wake up in the morning, honestly, as a parent, I try to teach them this. Be grateful that you got to open your eyes for another day. Be grateful you made it to the destination that you were supposed to get to. Be grateful you got back home safe. Whew. I got a little emotional there because I'm thinking about certain things that I've seen in the news the other day about a 10-year-old. Because of the storm, a tree got rooted off I don't know, the soil or whatever and hit him. A 10-year-old. Dead. Then I heard another story out here in New York City, a bunch of teenagers playing in an abandoned building. Kid, 14 years old, fell because the roof caved in. Dead. That's why I say appreciate every minute. Because that 1 second that you blink might be your last. And I'm sorry that the tone got emotional, but it's reality. It's real freaking life. You know what I'm saying? It's something that us parents have to dwell. Because right now, my kids are in school, right? I got one close by here where I live at, and one in Manhattan. Now, a lot of you knows what happened in 9/11. A lot of you knows what happened in Sandy Hooks. So these are things that I be positive because I feel like God has a reason and has a plan for why things happen. But when things like that happen, it's kind of iffy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of iffy. And me being a parent, I mean, growing up in the 80s and 90s, we never had this thing called lockdown, hard lockdown, soft lockdown. We only had fire drills. We only had to worry about if the building was getting on fire. Or back in the, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you had to worry about a nuclear bomb. But then again, I'm thinking, what is getting under the desk going to do to save you from a nuclear bomb? I mean, a lot of schools still have those symbols in their schools, especially if they're schools from back in the 40s and 50s. They still got those. And it's like, you know, it just gets worse and worse as we get from one generation to the next. And as a parent, we all have concerns. Now, to spoil them, it's even more of a concern because now, God forbid, one day we decide to tell them no. We give them that word, no. What's going to happen? Think about it. Now, here in New York City, and if most of you know, New York City is known for drug dealings and crime and all that craziness. Yes. And I think a lot of cities have it too. But New York is known for it big time. And I think California too in certain areas. You tell your child no, what's going to happen? He's going to go to a gang, be with the gang. The gang's going to help him out. He's going to start doing something you don't want him to do just so that he can get those pair of Jordans. And that's sad. And that's the outcome of spoiling your child. And I've seen it happen. I've lived long enough in this neighborhood to see a lot of kids get lost in the streets because their parents decided to give them that answer, no. And it's sad. It is so damn sad that we lose our young kids to the streets just because we wanted to give them the good life, and then when the time came that time got rough and we had to pull away from giving them what they wanted, it came back to slap us in our face. So that's why me per se as a parent, I'm not going to spoil my children. I keep telling them, you want that? You got to show me you really want it. Because at the end of the day, that's a lot of money to spend on any item. On sneakers, on clothes, even on phone or tablets, And like I said, I still give you a birthday gift because that's one thing I don't take away. When it's a birthday gift or a Christmas present, I don't take that away from them. That's theirs, and that's the only time that I feel like, here, it's okay. But any other time, you have to work for it for me. You do. You just have to show me that you really want it, and that you're going to show me the respect and the honesty to, want it. And two, another thing. I was in school a couple of years ago when I used to be for my son's school over here as a PA. Now I'm still in my other son's school. These parents spend so much money on this stuff, and they don't realize these kids be throwing their things on the floor. I know kids that their parents spend mad money on their coats, on their book bags, on their sweaters and jackets. And then there was times I used to go in the cafeteria, because there was shorthand of school staff. So I would try to help them out and stuff. And I would see white coats and their name brand white coats on the floor. And another kid comes and steps right on it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? If I was to see my child throw a coat that I just worked my butt off and gave you half of my paycheck for that coat so you could be warm and fashionable because that's what you wanted, and I spoiled you, and you throw it on the ground, never again would I be buying you an expensive item. And then comes the expensive sneakers. Show me you could take care of a pair of sneakers. There are some kids in my son's school and also in my other school, but I'm more here because I see it more. How they just don't care. They'll drop things on their sneakers. They'll step on their sneakers. And mind you, half of these sneakers cost over $100. I'll be like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We spend how much money on these sneakers and you're going to let somebody drop something on what? You better go home and clean them. Because if you don't take care of those pair of sneakers, you ain't getting another pair of sneakers again. We're going to go to Payless or somewhere's Fabrico and get you some pair of sneakers there. Because I'll be hoo-ha, spend $200-$300 and you're not going to take care of them. I might as well buy them for myself because I'm the one who went to work and killed myself 9 to 5, have to deal with a boss. Maybe you don't like the boss. Maybe you do. I don't know, because some people like their boss. Some people, want to choke their bosses. But You have to go through all that struggle to make that couple of hundreds to buy sneakers, buy clothes. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't even get me started, child. No. Now, another thing. 3. We're going to keep moving on. You know what upsets me about some parents? And maybe you have met a couple of these parents. Parents that says, oh, I don't have the money for that. I'm sorry. And mind you, what I mean by they don't have the money, okay. You know how schools, they do trips, schools do picture, school do certain events. Oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I don't have the money for the cap and gown. Really? I look down, you know why? Because I'm looking at the pair of Jordans your children are wearing on your feet. On their feet, sorry. That costs at least $100. Or 2, or 3. You don't got the money? Stop splurging like that. Then you have money for pictures. You'll have money to let your kids go on trips. For pictures. Because who don't want a picture of their kids? Like, seriously. It's called budgeting. Some parents don't know how to budget. And that's the sad part about it, too. Because even the parents themselves are a bad influence on their own kids. Sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, just sometimes. And that irks me sometimes. Because I hear this time and time again when I'm in my son's younger school. I hear this all the time. And then the funny thing is, okay, son is wearing some high-tech sneakers, clothes, expensive clothes. Now, if you check out the mother, she be coming in with a Michael Kors bag. And you know how expensive Michael Kors is. Watch, perfume. But yet you don't have money for a trip. You don't have money for their senior trip. For their graduation pictures. What? You don't have money to buy them lunch for trip? What? Stop splurging. And you'll have the money for what you really need it for. And like I said, I'm not bashing any parents. It's just I think parents need to really concentrate and think of what they really want to spend their money. Be wise. Be smart. And teach your kids to be responsible enough to know that mommy is not going to always get me what I want. Mommy still loves me because I'm still in a roof because she pays my rent. She makes sure there's food in the refrigerator. She makes sure that I have clean clothes. These are ways you can show that you love your kids. Because I know there's parents that don't even care, don't even wash clothes. And trust me, I've seen them. They'd rather buy new clothes than wash clothes. And it's so sad. I mean, it just takes, 30, 40 minutes to wash clothes? And I don't know, I might be kind of weird when I say this, but I like washing clothes. Kind of strange, right? But what I don't like is I don't have a dryer, so I have to hang dry a lot of things and put them in racks and stuff. Because, girl, child, if I had a washer and dryer, I'll be living life. When I went, like I said, to my hubby's friend's house in Florida, they had a washer and dryer. I was living the life that I always dreamed of. A kitchen that I can cook without sweating. I can wash clothes without having to worry. Like, I put in the load. That load is done. I move it over, put it in the dryer, wait for the dryer to dry, fold it up, and I was done. I don't know. I probably am kind of weird. I don't find cleaning as a chore per se. For me, cleaning is a way of relaxation. Unless I don't have a bunch of stuff to make or do. But, sweeping, mopping, putting things away, organizing. Because I know at the end of the day or the end that I'm done with, everything's going to look so nice and organized and clean. For a little bit. Because, again, my house, we have 7 people that live here. And it just goes right back to what it looks like. Only there's certain rooms that won't look like that because they don't live in those rooms. So I'm good with that. Like my bedroom stays nice and picked up. The living room stays nice and picked up until my kids get home, and then ooh, it's like a tornado hit it here. Um, the bathroom, it's a shared bathroom, so it does get a little messy. So I have to keep it every day kind of wiped down. That's why when I went to Dollar Tree, I picked up those what is it, Clorox wipes and stuff, so I could just wipe down easy in between cleans and stuff like that. But it might be weird. I really like cleaning. For me, it's relaxing. It's my time. My family knows. Do not bother me when I am cleaning. That is my time as well. I like to put on music. I don't know how you girls like to clean. Sometimes I do put YouTube or music to clean because if I don't have none of that, that's when it becomes boring for me. That's then when it comes boring. But if I have my music blasting or have a YouTuber on, I'm good to go. I clean, clean, clean. Even the cleaning videos, the organizing videos, those are the ones that I kind of put up because it motivates me just in case I feel like I don't want to do it that day, because I do get those days that I don't want to do it. I want to do something else, like something fun, but I know I have to do it. It motivates me and be like, you know what? I can make my house look like that too. So I watch them. It gives me motivation to do it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about parenting. Us parents spoiling our kids. Now, like I said, I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments down below telling me, oh, you don't know how it is to raise multiple kids. Yes, I have two. No, I don't spoil them. Just to let you know, I do not. Understand this, girls and guys. I do not spoil my kids. Even my husband gets upset at me. Be like, oh, why don't you get them that? Because, no. I see my kids more than my hubby does. My hubby is at work from 6 o'clock in the morning, and he doesn't come home until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I see my kids more, when I go on trips with them or I'm doing something in their school. Here, I'm with them like almost the time that they get here. I'm here with them on the weekends. I spend more time with my kids, so I know them more. I know their ins and outs, how they act and do things. So you cannot tell me not to spoil my child. I'm sorry. You're not going to tell me how to raise my kids. Like I said, I'm not telling you not to spoil your child, but do not complain when you feel like you're spending more than you need to spend. Because at the end of the day, and I tell my husband this all the time, who's the one killing himself making the money? The kids or you? If you're saying the kids, then I feel sorry for you, honey. Because to me, I'm very appreciative my husband is working. I love that he works. I love it. I love a working man. I don't care what you're doing, but as long as you're up, doing something, working, making some money, I don't care. I'm happy because you're bringing something to, support the family. That's how I feel, you know. And at the end of the day, I tell him, no, don't do that. Not my kids. You want to do it with your 3 kids? Like I said, he has 3 kids of his own. I don't care. But at the end of the day, do not complain when you don't have money. Because that's what you're doing. And I don't know. Like I said, to each their own. But for me, that topic is a very taboo topic. Spoiling and splurging on your kids when they don't even work one day of their life until they're about, 15, 16? Depending on state to state. Some states are 15, some states are 16, and I know some places you got to be 17. So it varies from state to state what age they can work. But they can still do chores in the house. Pick up after your room. You can clean the toilet because, honey, you use the bathroom just like me. Keep the kitchen clean because you're in that kitchen too when you serving yourself a bowl of cereal or whatever the case. And the living room is a family thing. So if you're in there, you make a mess, you pick it up. Pick after yourself. You made a mess, pick it up. Don't leave it there for the next person to pick it up. No, that doesn't work. Maybe if he was little, to like maybe 6 years old. And even then, I was teaching them how to clean up after themselves. Because that's one thing that in school they kind of like engage to help them, clean up, that song, which I'm not going to sing. But yeah, basically that's what I really wanted to talk about, the spoiling of what parents do to their kids and then complaining at the end of the day, when at the end of the day, it's your fault as a parent, what you're doing. Like I said, you're molding your child into the future adult. So if you don't want to mold them in that way, teach them from when they're young until they're teens, so that when they go out in the real world, they know how to appreciate every dollar they make, every change they make, and realize where they want to spend their money smartly, really smart. So, yeah, my week, I'm going to end it now. My week has been a crazy week, and I'm hoping to relax. So, by the time you see this video, like I said, I'm going to be painting. I think I mentioned that before, that I'm going to be painting. I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, because I've been talking so much, and that happens to me a lot. And I have colors that I'm going to pick today. So, like I said, by the time you see this, I'm at home, ready to bought my paint from Home Depot, getting ready for tomorrow to paint. I don't know if I'm going to do a video of me painting, because I'm going to put music on. Like I said, music motivates me to do things. So I don't know if I'll be able to record. Maybe I'll record here and there if I feel comfortable. But I'm going to be so happy once my walls are painted and done. I can open up my bed, because most of you don't know, we are sleeping on the floor, because I don't want to put a bed and then kind of move it out to paint it. So yeah, that's real life. But once tomorrow is done, I will be sleeping on a nice, it's called a modern platform bed that I bought from Target. I'll be building it and putting it together. And hopefully my room starts getting there, because I really want to record in my room and not in the living room, because sometimes here there's good lighting and sometimes there's bad lighting. I mean, even though I do edit it, and you never really notice how dark my videos are, because the magic of editing. And so yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to do this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to go live. I did enjoy going live last Saturday. Like I said, it was like a spoof. It was something that, I was going through my phone. I went to this section in YouTube, and I was going to click for a video. I wanted to like download a video, and it had record a video or go live. And I never had that before. So I was like, oh, okay. I clicked to go live. They told me to name the stream. I said chillin', because that's exactly what I was doing last Saturday, was chillin'. And then they take you like a picture of what kind of picture you want to take. So I took a crazy looking picture. The only thing, I want to learn how to make it look this way instead of this way, because I don't like it, because it cuts a lot of the live. And I like how it's like this way, like left to right instead of up and down. I don't know which is vertical or horizontal. I'm bad with directionals. I don't know left or right, up and down. That's it. But yeah. So let me know what you girls and guys are doing this weekend. I always ask that because, like I said, it's Friday. So most of us do go party. Most of us are cleaning. Most of us are going on a trip, or whatever it is you do on the weekend. I want to know what you, my friends, are doing this weekend. Let me know. Let a girl know. So I know I'm a little over my time. I hope you girls don't mind that I am, but you know me, chit chat kammie, always chit chatting and love to talk and gab. But yeah, I think that's about it, because I gotta start getting ready to go pick up my baby. It's that time. I try to record while my kids are in school, but hence my two brothers are here sometimes on and off. So yeah. What else? What else do I want to say? Oh, I have a couple of videos that I'm working on. I got 2 unboxings that I'm working on. So I don't know if I'll be recording that today, depending on the lighting, because I might have to pre-record that video, since I'm going to be painting tomorrow, so I might not be able to record it. So I will probably be pre-recording 2 videos, editing them, and I don't know if they'll go up tomorrow or Sunday. So if I don't see you tomorrow or on Sunday, the video will be up on Monday, just to take a little break, because I have been working so hard on my channel, and I want to appreciate everyone who has clicked that button down below, who has commented, who has liked it, and thank you for the women who has been shouting me out on YouTube. I really, really appreciate it. That's what we need to do. We need to stay together and unite as a YouTube personality people. We need to stop fighting, because we're all doing this for the fun of it, and some of us for the work of it, you know. What else? I think that's about it. I think my mind kind of shut down right now. So I am at my 35 mark. I'm looking at my time as well. So again, like I always say at the end of my video, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. But if you didn't like it, it's okay. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Also, if you like watching my videos, go hit that subscription button. But for most of you that knows me, knows that is my friendship button. And for every click is a new friendship. And I want to thank you, yes you, for clicking that button and becoming my friend and joining on my journey as I grow this channel. Also, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload new videos, because at the end of the day, my channel is a variety channel. I do a little bit of everything here because that's just how I like it. I like to add a little spice here and there. Also, get the notification when I do get on live. Yes, when I go live, sorry. And you'll know when I do that. So what else? I don't know. This is the first time I'm drawing a blank because I never do draw a blank. I'm probably tired too, so it's been a crazy week for me. Let me know how was your week and what you're doing for the weekend. Yeah, again, I'm saying it. So, yeah. With that said, I hope everybody is having a beautiful day, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll see you on my next Chit Chat Friday. Bye, my friends.